to say it wasn't difficult, but it was very. I don't really want to say it was challenging, but it was, but in a good way because I learned like new ways to deal with my problems. I guess not maybe they are my problems, but more like my inabilities and my certain weaknesses. But it was a very good week and a very fulfilling week to me, and you can't, complain to that. Also, I'm trying to go all out for you guys, trying to be a YouTuber here, so you guys can have something to look at, because I know I'm not the most visually entertaining face, I guess. I wish I was maybe a little bit more attractive. No, I'm just kidding, I don't body shame myself like that. Anyways, so to talk about my week, I attempted to do a lot this week. I'm just gonna try and show you guys my calendar. I didn't really want to show you guys that much of it, but as you can see, there's a lot on it, and I'm not saying I did a lot, but I will say that in trying to do what I have set out myself to do last week, like completing my resume and my portfolio, those two tasks were completed, which is, I'm really proud of that. And I just want to take a moment here to say you have to celebrate the small wins, because we don't usually give ourselves that, oh wow, I did my work. We usually just say that's what I'm supposed to do, and yes, that is what you're supposed to do, but still, you did it, like not everyone does what they're supposed to do. Also, a little disclaimer I forgot to mention in the beginning. I don't know if you sticked around this far, but I'm not really an ASMRist. Still new at this, and I'm just trying out new things, so not sure if this will scratch your spot, if you know what I'm saying. This is more of a like, how am I doing in my life, and hopefully you can learn as well. But anyways, here we go. So as I said, I did my stuff today. Not today. I did my stuff this week, and I'm really proud of that. Regardless of that, this week has been a long week of me trying to push up the hill or mountain of hard work, because every day I would spend, like not every day, but every hour I spent doing my resume or portfolio, afterwards or during, I was just really mentally exhausted, and it's just, well, this is a lot of work. So that's why I say you gotta congratulate yourself on those small wins, because if you're doing things that are necessary for your success and you complete those things yet you haven't succeeded yet, why aren't you like, wow, I did what I did, and I should be proud of that, I was not now, but I'm debating doing a series in the future, like celebrating my 5 proudest achievements that are really like crazy things that I've done, but still like I did them, and I want to make this future video someday, because I want you to be like, oh, he's proud of that thing. It's not even that great, but like I've done stuff that I care about, oh, that's pretty good, I'm not a complete failure. I don't think anyone watching this is a complete failure. I feel like you guys each have a lot of individual successes and accomplishments that you guys can stand behind or in front of or whatever. But yeah. Anyways, another thing I was working on this week is trying to establish a better sleep schedule, because it's kind of whatever. Also, I get what I've been trying to do is sleep earlier, like sleep at 9 or 10, and then wake up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, and not at 7 o'clock, because 7 o'clock barely gives me any time to get ready to go to work, which, that isn't ideal. And I think that's what I did maybe 3 out of these last 5 days. But I will tell you, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I did pretty phenomenal. I feel proud that this weekend, which I usually don't, I woke up earlier. On Saturday I woke up at 8, and today I woke up at 8. No, today I woke up at 7. Also, today was daylight saving, so I technically did get an extra hour of sleep, and I could have woken up at 6 a.m. But it's Sunday, and I gave myself a little bit of leeway. But anyways, congratulate your wins. Don't not underestimate them. Don't be like, oh, it's not that big a deal. That's what I'm trying to say. Also, another big accomplishment for myself was I went to the gym every day this week. Not every day, but every day I set out for myself because I'm supposed to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I went every single one of those days. So again, another win. And I'm not sure if there's anything else, but one thing I will say is this week was hard. Like, obviously, not maybe obviously, but I am slightly addicted to caffeine, and this whole week I've been trying to, focus and force myself to do my work. And the way I've been doing that is sitting down here at this desk, drinking a whole bunch of caffeine and just staring at my computer like, come on, write something, do something. And that's not really the way caffeine works. If you overload yourself on caffeine, it does nothing, at least for me. But funny enough, on Friday I feel like was my worst day this week because I didn't just chill here, but I stayed home from work to get finished with my portfolio, and I was just completely struggling to do my work. Like it was so difficult. And it's funny because I feel like when you set out to do certain projects, at least for me, the closer I get to the end of the project, and as well as the due date, it just gets harder and harder to actually do the work. So I was just staring at my computer for a while, and I had watched this podcast the day before about like mental health, and one thing it said was you should plan into your schedule time with friends and socializing because it's good for your brain. And I was like, fine, then I'll do that. And at 2 on Friday, I decided I'm just gonna hit up at 1:30, I decided that I'm gonna hit up my friend, see if he wants to hang out, and he did, and we ended up hanging out from like 3 to 7, 8. And while I was out with him, I did I decided to do some maybe irresponsible things, not like irresponsible like hurt anyone or hurt myself or anything like that, but it was irresponsible is what I'm gonna say. I won't say anything else because this is the internet. And yeah, but that thing that I did kind of helped me in a sense, and it kind of overwhelmed me so much. I haven't felt the need to be on screens as much, like I've used so little social media since then. Like today, I probably used a little bit more. I was on IG maybe 20 to 30 minutes throughout the day, like in total. Yesterday, I was like 10 minutes. Today, maybe I spent like 30 minutes to an hour on YouTube when that number could be significantly higher, So, first thing is, I kind of, obviously, this is just 2 days in from me trying to change those habits specifically and actually making progress. But I've been able to lower my screen time and specifically my distraction time with the internet and stuff, and as well as like using less caffeine on Saturday. I didn't have any caffeine. Yes, today I had a little bit. I have this little Starbucks pot, food for less, whatever caffeine or not caffeine, but coffee that I drink. And I drank like this much of it today because not why not, but I was like, I am gonna do work right now. Caffeine does help you a little bit, and I drank some, and then I went out with my uncle and aunt today, and they were like, let's go to Starbucks. And I was, not that I didn't want to go to Starbucks, but I didn't want to drink something that was really caffeine high. And I ordered, what did I get? Caramel frap, I guess, because I didn't want to get coffee. And I guess it was like in the other direction in terms of sugar, so I just got a really sugary drink. And it has around 80 to 110 milligrams of caffeine. And I guess that's okay. You shouldn't have more than 100 milligrams of caffeine a day, but I guess I kind of did today because I had two servings of caffeine. Not necessarily 2 servings, but caffeine twice a day. But I'm still trying to cut back on the caffeine, and hopefully later this week. I don't really drink any caffeine. And again, I finished my resume portfolio, and I have a film reel that I'm, bundling all together to apply to jobs with. So I will be actively applying to jobs this week. Hopefully, I can apply to at least not career, 5 jobs that will set me to a career path some way or another. Because I have a lot of plans for 2024, and I want to be able to pay for those things. And one last note, and then I'm gonna let you guys go, and you guys can, enjoy the rest of your days. But this week was also about getting over insecurities for myself, because I feel like one of the reasons, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the last video, is that I haven't been doing what I want to do in my life, career-wise, is I've been too insecure in myself and in my work, because I'm not sure if I'm good enough. And the thing that's annoying about that is, till the end of time, you can always tell yourself, am I good enough? Am I not? And you just gotta kind of do it. Nike's logo is the best for that. Like, you just gotta do it. You gotta put aside those fears and insecurities and just do what you not want to do, but what you need to do for your soul. Like, for me, I really like creating content of some sort. That's why I'm on YouTube. Not necessarily for like the attention, but more like I just want to make stuff. I literally just want to make stuff. And yeah, that's my final note. Don't let your insecurities overcome what you want to do with your time, your life, essentially. And maybe a last note is, I'm just gonna start making these type of videos, but with my art. So I'll be narrating some art stuff. Like, over the last week and a half, I've started to dabble with long exposure photos. And if you guys want to see that, that'll be the next video I'll be posting, hopefully in the next 3 days, because I have a lot of stuff in my calendar. But anyways, that will be the next thing. And if you guys want to see what type of things I do, like what type of things I create, I hope you guys watch that video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys like what I had to say or relate with anything, feel free to, like, comment. And if you really like me, you really like my energy, I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm that cool, you can subscribe, but anyways, I hope the video looked good quality wise, and I hope the audio sounded good. So leave me a comment of what I should do better and what you're struggling with, and try